There are moments in life when everything seems uncertain, when prayers feel unanswered, and when the path ahead appears unclear. But sometimes, before a major blessing arrives, life begins to change in quiet and unexpected ways. A woman who is entering a new season may notice signs within her thoughts, her emotions, her relationships, and her spiritual journey. Great transformations often begin before they become visible. The preparation happens inside, before the blessing appears outside. God may be shaping her character, strengthening her faith, removing what no longer serves her, and preparing her for something greater than she imagined. These signs are not about predicting the future, but about recognizing personal growth, spiritual alignment, and the changes that often happen before a new chapter begins. When a woman learns to listen, observe, and trust the process, she becomes aware that something powerful may already be unfolding. Before a major blessing enters a woman's life, one of the first things she may notice is a deep transformation happening within herself. This change does not always appear in her external circumstances immediately. Her life may look the same from the outside, but inside, something powerful begins to shift. She starts thinking differently, feeling differently, and viewing her journey through a new perspective. She may begin to lose interest in things that once consumed her energy. The need for constant approval, comparison, or acceptance from others slowly fades away. Instead, she starts searching for meaning, peace, and a stronger connection with her purpose. She realizes that not everything she once desired was truly meant for her, and she becomes more comfortable letting go of what no longer aligns with who she is becoming. This inner transformation is often a season of preparation. Before receiving something greater, a woman must develop the strength and wisdom needed to handle it. A bigger opportunity, a healthier relationship, or a new chapter in life requires a stronger mindset and a more mature heart. The challenges she faces during this time are not simply obstacles. They are shaping her into someone who can carry greater responsibilities. She may notice that she becomes more patient, more disciplined, and more intentional with her choices. Things that once disturbed her peace no longer have the same control over her emotions. She begins trusting the process instead of forcing outcomes. This transformation can sometimes feel lonely because growth often requires leaving behind old patterns and becoming someone new. But this quiet season is where strength is built. It is where confidence grows, faith deepens, and character develops. A woman who experiences this inner awakening begins to understand that the greatest changes often happen inside before they appear outside. The transformation she feels within may be a sign that she is being prepared for a new and meaningful chapter in her life. One of the most challenging yet meaningful signs before a new chapter begins is when certain people, situations, or environments start leaving a woman's life. At first, this process may feel painful and confusing. She may wonder why certain connections are changing, or why things that once felt comfortable no longer feel right. However, sometimes separation is not a punishment, it is preparation. As a woman grows, her needs, values, and vision begin to change. The relationships that matched an older version of herself may no longer support the person she is becoming. She may start noticing that some connections bring stress, negativity, or distractions instead of encouragement and peace. Slowly, she learns that protecting her energy and choosing healthy relationships is an important part of her growth. Letting go can be difficult because people often hold on to what is familiar, even when it no longer helps them move forward. But sometimes certain doors must close so that new opportunities can appear. A woman may lose friendships, distance herself from unhealthy patterns, or walk away from situations that once felt impossible to leave. Although these changes can create temporary feelings of loneliness, they often create space for healing and growth. This season teaches her the importance of trusting the process. Not every person who leaves was meant to stay forever, and not every ending represents failure. Some endings are lessons, and some are protection from paths that could prevent her from reaching her full potential. As she releases what no longer serves her, she creates room for better connections, new experiences, and greater peace. She begins to understand that her journey is not only about gaining new things, but also about becoming free from what was holding her back. The removal of certain people and situations can be a powerful moment of transformation. It allows her to step into a new season with a clearer mind, a stronger heart, and a deeper understanding of her own worth. Sometimes what leaves her life is making room for what is truly meant for her. A powerful sign that a woman is entering a new season is the development of deeper faith and greater patience. Life often teaches that meaningful things do not always happen instantly. Before receiving something important, she may go through a period where she must learn to trust the process, even when she cannot see the outcome clearly. During this time, she may experience moments of uncertainty. She may have questions, doubts, or feelings of frustration because the answer she hopes for has not arrived yet. However, this waiting period is not empty. It is a time of growth, preparation, and strengthening. Every challenge she faces can teach her valuable lessons about resilience, courage, and trust. Instead of focusing only on when something will happen, she begins focusing on who she is becoming while she waits. She learns that growth is not always visible, but it is always meaningful. Her patience becomes stronger and her faith becomes deeper because she realizes that not everything needs to happen according to her own timeline. A woman with strong faith does not allow fear to control her decisions. She learns to remain calm during uncertain seasons because she believes that every step has a purpose. She stops rushing situations and starts understanding the importance of timing. She recognizes that some things require preparation before they can be fully received. This journey changes the way she views obstacles. Instead of seeing difficulties as signs that she is being forgotten, she begins seeing them as opportunities to become stronger. She understands that delays can sometimes protect her from receiving something before she is ready. Through patience and faith, she develops inner stability. She becomes less dependent on immediate results and more confident in the path ahead. This transformation allows her to welcome new blessings with wisdom, gratitude, and a heart that is prepared for the next chapter of her life. Before a major change or blessing enters a woman's life, she may begin noticing unexpected opportunities and new possibilities appearing around her. These opportunities may not always arrive in the way she imagined. Sometimes they come through simple conversations, new connections, unexpected ideas, or situations that push her outside of her comfort zone. At first, these new doors may seem small or uncertain. She may question whether she is ready or whether she has the ability to step into something different. But as she grows, she begins to recognize that opportunities often appear when she has prepared herself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to receive them. A woman who has experienced personal growth starts seeing possibilities that she once ignored. Fear no longer controls every decision. Instead of focusing only on what could go wrong, she begins asking herself what could happen if she takes a step forward. Her confidence grows because she understands that every new opportunity is a chance to learn, improve, and move closer to her purpose. Sometimes these opportunities require courage. They may ask her to leave behind old habits, try something unfamiliar, or believe in herself in a deeper way. The uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, but growth often happens when she chooses courage over fear. She also learns that not every opportunity is meant to be accepted. Wisdom helps her recognize what aligns with her values and what does not. She becomes more intentional about the choices she makes and understands that the right opportunities bring growth, peace, and positive change. As she continues developing herself, she becomes more aware that life is full of possibilities. What once seemed impossible begins to feel achievable. She realizes that preparation and faith have positioned her to recognize the doors opening in front of her. These new opportunities are reminders that change often begins quietly. A single decision, a new connection, or a moment of courage can become the beginning of an entirely new chapter. When she stays open, focused, and willing to grow, she creates space for greater possibilities to enter her life. One of the most powerful signs of personal and spiritual growth is when a woman begins to experience peace even before her circumstances change. Many people believe happiness can only come after receiving what they desire. But true transformation happens when a person learns to find calmness and gratitude during the waiting period. A woman entering a new season may notice that she is no longer controlled by fear worry, or constant disappointment. She begins to understand that her value is not determined by what she has, what she achieves, or what others think about her. Instead, she discovers a deeper sense of confidence that comes from within. This inner peace does not mean that everything in her life is perfect. She may still face challenges, unanswered questions, and moments of uncertainty. However, her reaction begins to change. Instead of allowing every difficulty to steal her joy, she learns to remain centered and trust that every experience is shaping her in some way. She starts appreciating the present moment instead of constantly waiting for the future to bring happiness. She understands that peace is not something she finds after receiving a blessing. It is something she develops while preparing for one. This mindset allows her to approach new opportunities and changes with a clear heart and a calm spirit. When a woman reaches this level of emotional strength, she becomes ready for greater responsibilities. She can handle success without losing herself and receive blessings without depending on them for her identity. Her happiness is no longer controlled by external situations because she has built a strong foundation within. This peace becomes a sign that she has grown beyond old fears and insecurities. She has learned to trust the journey, appreciate her progress, and believe that what is meant for her will arrive at the right time. The calmness she carries is not a sign that she has given up. It is a sign that she has developed strength. She knows that even before the blessing appears, she is already becoming the person she was meant to be. The greatest sign that a woman is preparing for something bigger is the realization that she has become a different person from who she was before. The challenges, lessons, and experiences she has gone through have shaped her into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared. She begins to understand that the journey was not only about receiving a blessing, it was also about becoming the person who could handle it. A woman may look back and notice that the things that once broke her no longer have the same power over her. Situations that once created fear now create confidence because she has learned how to overcome difficulties. She has developed patience, emotional strength, and a deeper understanding of herself. Growth often happens quietly. It happens through moments of struggle, times of waiting, and experiences that force her to discover her own strength. She learns important lessons about forgiveness, self-respect, discipline, and trusting the process. These lessons prepare her for opportunities and responsibilities that require maturity. Sometimes people pray for new blessings, while forgetting that they also need to prepare themselves for those blessings. A new opportunity, relationship, or season of life requires a stronger mindset and a healthier perspective. The woman she becomes is the foundation for the life she desires. As she grows, she stops chasing what does not align with her purpose. She becomes more confident in her decisions and more aware of her worth. She no longer needs constant validation because she has developed a stronger connection with who she truly is. The transformation she experiences is a reminder that preparation is a powerful part of the journey. Every challenge, every lesson, and every moment of patience has contributed to her growth. She begins to see that the difficult seasons were not meant to destroy her, but to build her. When the right opportunity arrives, she is ready to embrace it with wisdom, gratitude, and confidence. She understands that the greatest blessing is not only what she receives, but also the person she has become along the way.